Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwyn's Cove Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what is coming forward. If you are a new face, well, welcome in. If you're an old one, welcome back, my lovelies. Nice to see you. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscribes. Thank you for your donations. They are always truly appreciated. And thank you for your emails. Emails of confirmation, emails sharing your stories, and emails of booking readings. My readings are open. There is a 48-hour to 72-hour turnaround time for my readings. However, if you do need something a little bit speedier, I do offer an emergency service which goes out within 12 to 24 hours. Now, with that being said, there is still someone sporadically here and there pretending to be me, pretending to be a friend, pretending to earn 37,000 in cryptocurrency in a week. The whole thread, if you see that, is an absolute scam. If you get any messages from me saying WhatsApp me, I'm drawn to you, it is not me. No matter what is said, if there's no highlighted black banner, it's not me you're talking to. If you see any of these scams, please just block and report them. Thank you and kindly. Now, the energy that I pick up on is fluid, it's timeless, meaning I can be picking up on past, present or future energy, and sometimes an amalgamation of all three. So please take what resonates and leave the rest, because this is not a personal reading. If I say he, she, masculine or feminine, male or female, please remember we all hold these energies. So this reading could be for you. It could pertain to the person you're thinking of, another light one, divine counterpart, or someone completely different. So please do not make the story fit if it does not. If the story or message in this reading does not resonate, please have a look at some of my other messages on my channel. And if none of my messages resonate either, the messages aren't for you at this time, or you may benefit from having a personal reading. So please have a look in the description box if that calls to you for my emails. Now, with that being said, I was told as a message, family behind bars or family in jail or prison, something along those lines. Tell me more. Tell me more about this. Which way? Okay. So it flipped out this way and then went this way. So there was something that was almost like a tempting offer that has a very high price. Okay. Something, some sort of gold, something material. Okay. That was illegally taken or stolen, because on the back you've got poised. Okay, and it's a never-ending story. Someone didn't learn their lesson, because I heard I took a little bit, and then got too greedy. And with that poised, someone is keeping, they're trying to keep a poker face, because you've got poised and not for you, and it's upside down. So this person, why am I getting that it was some sort of, and I'm getting past energy, that somebody saw either a contract or a will or a piece of paper or a document, and they saw what either you were getting or your parents were getting for you. That's what I'm getting here. And someone got their, it was almost like they had a rod up their bum about it. They were not impressed. They were not impressed that you were getting something. And for someone here, it's racially motivated. It won't be for all, but that's the energy that's coming through. It's racially motivated. And I want to know a bit more about that. Look, chop wood. Someone here feels like they've worked really hard. Whether it is taking care of someone in the family that then passed away, or that they deserve whatever it was that was supposed to be for you or the person that you're thinking of. Tell me more. Tell me more. Oh, and we've got here, should I take this one? No. And you've got come to the edge and then truth be told. So someone here wanted to keep it very quiet, that they were seething. They were really angry at the news. This is past, okay, but I'm hearing present as well. So something was taken that wasn't theirs, or some sort of delay was purposely placed to stop you from, one, knowing who you are and what it was that was bequeathed to you. Okay, but with truth be told now coming out, this family in jail or in prison or prison time, there's a truth coming out that they tried to hide for a very long time, because you got chopped wood. They worked very, very, very hard at sweeping it underneath the carpet. Okay, soulmates. So this could be, if this is you, the person you're thinking of, another light one, divine counterpart, being born into a family of karmics, and a lot of us are. A lot of us are born into families that aren't actually our soul family. And because of that, we have so many trials and tribulations. We have so many challenges to get through and to learn, because we were born into a family that has darker vibrations. Okay, anything else that needs to come out? Breathe. Ooh, this is almost like a double meaning, because whoever it is that's now realizing it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth stealing what they stole. It wasn't worth you know, forging documents or doing whatever jazz they've been doing in the darkness. So you've got something's coming to light and coming to light very, very soon, and it may take your breath away, okay? Because you've got higher power here with soulmate. It's something that will be revealed to you from the divine, from God, from Allah, from, you know, source, about what's been going on for a very, but this is not something that just happens. This is something that has been going on for a while. And look, deep knowing, okay? So, and especially with that number condensed down to a 7, this is about truth. A truth is coming out, and someone doesn't know what to do. It's almost like this is giving me Virgo energy, okay? 6th house. So someone may have really ill health, brought on by the anxiety of knowing that what they've done, what they've stolen, what they've taken, and who they conspired with is coming out. And there's no way to stop it from coming out. And this person doesn't know how to, what's the next step? What do they do? Because look, you've got go the distance and it's upside down. They are stuck. Because I heard impending doom, impending doom. Anything else? Change the deck, okay. Yeah, and on this side it says chaos and conflict is upside down. You are being asked, you or the person you're thinking of is being asked to do more breathing techniques. I think this is why meditation keeps coming up. There's something here about the stillness or the calmness before the storm, before the shit show is what I heard. There is, and the thing is as well, we have our, you know, we have our intuitive hits, especially if this is something that you've been investigating yourself or something's just a little bit off. And you're following those intuitive hits that are, you know, drawing you nearer and nearer to the truth. So you may have a specific person or group or, you know, inclination of who it may be, but there may not be enough paperwork or proof, or whatever it is that you have is not being held up. When you get this confirmation, it may floor you, okay? Because I heard others involved that you wouldn't expect. Look, others involved that you wouldn't think would do so, okay? I've been told to get another deck. Do you want to take this one? Okay. And it says here, grieve your losses. And then you've got on here, raise your vibration. So at this moment, this is almost like a preparation time. It's almost like, think of like someone going into court. And, you know, a person's going into court and they have to prove something. They have to prove a point, okay? And they have a certain amount of evidence, but they know that the other person, that aggressor, has done A, B, and C. They know without a doubt they've done it, but they don't have the physical evidence. It's almost like the divine is telling you, you're the person that's going into court. Whether or not there's court, this is just an example. And that it's almost like that preparation time of kind of finding your, you know, finding even ground, centering yourself, because there's something here with this person going into court and thinking that they don't have enough evidence, and boom, something else is going to be brought in, and whoever this aggressor is isn't expecting it. They know that all it takes is one person in that jury to overturn the yes to the no. All right, and I think this is what they're worrying about, is that they are fully aware that they are guilty, that they have done A, B, and C, that they have taken certain things that they shouldn't have taken, but they took it in plain sight. They took it in front of someone's nose, okay? Because look, grieve your losses is also for them. They're having to grieve the fact that they effed up. They're not grieving the fact that they took from you or they stole from you or they were greedy, because I'm getting Taurus. I'm getting Taurus in the shadow aspects. This person has an absolute obsession and love for material things. And I heard, I don't care if it was yours, and I don't care if it was bequeathed to you. It's mine. And raise your vibration. This person is now drawing in more drama and more chaos into their life as it gets closer and closer to that time when they are actually pulled into court. Because at the moment, even if there isn't the tangible evidence, it's on its way. That is what I'm hearing. It's on its way. Because look, count your blessings. And it says here, come to the edge. So this is also like, come to the edge gives me that energy of, you know, when everything's just too much. It's too overwhelming. Too much shit has happened. And you're having to kind of fight and slog through that. And it's one tower after the other. With it being in reverse, this is for someone who has changed their perspective on how they look at towers, how they receive towers, and how they navigate through them. Because there is that saying, you know, it happens to you, for you, not to you. Of course it happens to you. You experience it. But the whole point of that saying is that, you know, whatever it is that you're experiencing, The divine has allowed that to be on your path for a reason, for you to learn, to grow, to, you know, become wiser from. Every experience that we have is what makes us who we are right now, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And there has been an energy shift. Something's changed for someone in how they perceive the things that they've gone up against, the challenges they've gone up against, or the challenges that they're in right now. And that massive energy shift has more or less opened a door, almost like if you have your Akashic records and it's being read and you can see all these different pathways that you could take. I mean, the end goal is always going to be the end goal. However, there's all these different paths that you can take to get to that end goal. And someone here has gone, do you know what? I'm not going to loop back and go back into that same cycle. I'm literally going to let what happens happens. I'm counting my blessings. I am so grateful to have A, B, and C. I am so grateful to have a house over my head, or to have, you know, a friend, or to have this or that. And it's changed the trajectory of where you were going to go on that, in your Akashic records. And rather than it branching out, it's gone straight through. And because it's gone straight through, this is what I mean. This evidence is coming. There's something here also with grieving the past, grieving the losses, because if you come from a dysfunctional family and, you know, you've grown up with certain people and you've grown up with dysfunctionality, they may have been your uncle or your father, they could have been your sister or your cousin. When you grow up with them, there is a sense of loss, you know, because that's a family member, whether that is the nucleus or the extended. Someone has gone through that grieving process and has gone, you know, I no longer need to have this person. They are blood, or they were my best friend that I saw as family, but they weren't for my highest and greatest good. And it's better that I am alone on this path than, you know, surrounded by vultures. And doing so has raised your vibration. And in raising your vibration, those dominoes are knocking down even faster. Okay, because you've got to address your addictions. Yeah, someone here walked away from a very, very challenging environment, is what I'm hearing. Someone moved away from a challenging environment and started grieving their losses, started looking at their own self-worth. So this is really mixed in with tangible things that are happening on this realm. The esoteric, or, you know, emotional bodies are, because the thing is as well, we have our physical body, what you can actually feel and see. And then we have our emotional body, our mental body, higher and lower. We have our spiritual bodies. We have, you know, the energetic body of our chakras. Someone here has married those. It's not about having complete consciousness of each one and being an ascendant master and being so aligned, but someone changed something when they changed the perspective that they have on what towers are, how they come towards them, that they are the universe, God, Allah, whoever it is that you name it as, placing a lesson. That's all it is a lesson. Are you going to learn from it, or are you going to wither from it and continue that same lesson? And someone has looked at a certain challenge, excuse me, and gone, I'm really blessed, even with this challenge in front of me, and it has completely floored whoever this person is over here, okay? Because you've got to look at that, face your shadow. Someone's done that, and someone else here is actually trying to hide in their shadow, but they're fully aware that they're going to prison. And that thing with that court is that they're fully aware that they've done all this stuff, and it's almost like they are hoping or grasping to the straw of, but is there enough evidence? Are they going to be able to dig up this, this, and this? Not realizing that the divine is just waiting for the right time to get the right person in the right place in that divine time to go, ooh, we didn't look at this part. Oh, what's this? And there's the evidence that they were hiding. And you've got rejuvenate. Face your shadow and rejuvenate. And you've also got wake up call and face your shadow. So this has been a massive wake up call for whoever this person is. They were running after the love of money and tangible things because they refused to look at their own shadow. They refused to look at their own relationship when it comes to tangible things, material things, and wealth. Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with enjoying material things, wealth, money. There isn't. It's all energy. But it's when you go from, you know, just enjoying it and knowing that you're worthy and attracting those things in to going, mine, mine, mine. I'm going to take it even if it's not mine, you know, even if that's yours. Because it says here, engage higher reason. So this person, where do you want me to put this one? Right here? Here. So it wants to go over here. There's something here as well as trying to, this person plays the victim, or this person's very, very good at playing the victim. Now address your addictions and go for your dreams. Now with that truth be told, there's something here with the thought of clarity becoming a lot clearer for somebody when this information comes out. And I keep seeing owls everywhere, literally owls. And owls for me personally are about knowledge, they're about wisdom, and it's also connected to Odin. Okay, now not everyone will resonate with the energy of Odin, but Odin is, you know, for me personally, the kind of relationship that I have with Odin is the god of battle. He's the god of war. He's the god of knowledge. He's the god of poetry. He's the god of the runic alphabet. He has so many things underneath his belt, and you definitely have a very large protector, ancestor, passed over loved one that is harnessing and sitting in that energy of, I have something that I want to share with you. And this is not just knowledge of what's happening on this realm, of what has happened to us, what's happened within our families, but of esoteric and higher knowledge. Okay, because look, it says be open to love and go for your dreams. There's something here, it's married in unison, that what happens on this realm is also connected to our own spiritual growth, our own spiritual potential for how high we can go also. And part of whoever it is in the family that is going down for what they've done, once this happens, or as this happens, we are ascending, because we're letting go and surrendering to the divine and just going, whatever's happened. And before I did this reading, I was doing, you know, I was connecting with my pendulum. I only use it now and again, and I was asking specific questions. And there were certain questions that I was asking about certain family members that I don't speak to anymore, you know, for, you know, growth and mental health and so on and so forth. And I was asked, you know, I asked about spell work being sent. Should I send that back? Should I do this? And I was told no. And I was like, do I just surrender it up to the divine and the ancestors? And I got the biggest yes. And I was like, you will send it back in any which way you want. And I got the biggest yes. And someone here has realized this. The way that they rejuvenate themselves, the way that they, you know, forge forward is just going, do you know what? This ain't my energy. Ancestors, take it. Send it back to whoever it is that sent it. Whether that is intention, thought, word, spell, whether that is evil eye, whether that is a hex or a curse. It's not on me. I don't need to do anything. I'm just going to give that up to my ancestors and let them send it back, because it all happens in divine timing. And this person over here, there's something here about them at the time when they saw what was on this paperwork and realizing that you were the person you're thinking of, was getting a very large amount, I heard, of real estate, or a large amount of money or connections or something along those lines. And they weren't. They were going to get something that was subsidized. They were going to get something that was a lot smaller. It made them very, very angry. Because there's this energy of, but I did everything for you. But when you actually read into that energy and you think about the connection they had to that person who created that will, who created that contract or whatever, they didn't. They didn't. Because if they did, and as much as we do not do things to receive things back, we just do things to be kind, to be good, to be honourable. There's something here with this person realising not only that, you know, they weren't getting that money, or they weren't getting that real estate, or they weren't getting A, B or C, but it reflected back at them how they had treated this person. And them still going, well, I still should get more because I'm related to you. I'm your daughter, or I'm your son, or I'm whoever. I should get more. It doesn't matter what our relationship is. And it was a slap in the face to them. Look, face your shadow. Be open to love. So whoever it was who passed away and made a will and testament or inheritance or whatever it was, they did actually leave something for them. And it was something that was more to do with the heart and to do with their relationship, because I heard, I forgive you. And then I heard sinner. So for someone here, whoever it was who was passing away, or slowly transitioning, was fully aware of the trauma that their child had, or who this person had, And I heard making amends, because they may have not had the best relationship, or it may have been a dysfunctional relationship. And to be quite honest, most relationships that we have within our family have a touch of dysfunction, because we all have wounds, and it takes us time to heal through those and not project those onto our children or onto our loved ones. And whoever it was who passed away, they gave them something, or they left them something that was supposed to help them heal, and it was supposed to be an apology also. And it wasn't good enough for them, because they had already learned that negative bias with relationships to money, because they were lacking so much. And I don't know if they grew up poor or they grew up with not a lot, and as part of that, this person's love language turned into material things. And that's fine, because that is a love language. One of the love languages is actually material gifts, and there's nothing wrong with having that as a love language, especially when you look at the connections to attachment styles, and you look at what it was that you were lacking when you were younger is usually linked to what your love language is as an adult, okay? Because it's all those things that you wish you had that bring you that value, or bring you that safety, or bring you some sort of centeredness. But whatever it was that they left them, this person didn't know their love language. Of course they didn't, but they left them something, and it wasn't good enough. And when they saw, because look, strengthen your gifts, and it's upside down. This person may have felt very disempowered, and they thought, well, this is the major FU to whoever it is that passed away. I'm taking everything. I'm taking absolutely, and I heard, you can watch me from wherever you are, spending your money. Because look, strengthen your gifts and face your shadow. And that also gives me that around this time, this person was looking into either esoteric, or they'd already dabbled in it. Because face your shadow and strengthen your gifts upside down, they had a conversation at some point with somebody about, well, this child, yeah, which will be you now, or the person you're thinking of, this child is too intuitive, or this child is something. We need to dampen that. We need to quieten that. They can't find out about this. And it says, let go and enjoy and face your shadows. And they were just like, do you know what? I'm just going to let go and enjoy the fact that I get to spend this person's money, that I get to manipulate, that I get to control, that I get to do the massive to whoever it is that passed away, because they may have had readings done. But let's go into the present now. So what is this about family in prison? Family behind bars. And it says say no and do something different. So this person stuck to their guns. There was something that they were very adamant about, and I don't know if it was putting in a clause or a term or something they did to this contract, to this inheritance, to this will and testament, whatever it was. And with that no and do something different, there may have been a conversation, because I heard lawyers. There may have been a conversation, and this person was very adamant, no, transfer it over here, here and here. Okay, they may have been told to do something different. They may have been told to take it offshore to certain places, and there was a pushback from this person, because I heard greedy. Okay, where do you want me to put this one? It's supposed to go over there, but I'm going to put them here for now. Okay, make necessary sacrifices. They may have been told, don't do this, this and this. You may have to make a sacrifice on something if you want this to last as long as you want, or if you want to buy this, this and this. There's certain like hoops that you have to jump through to make this all legal and make this all blah blah blah. And this person didn't want to. This person did not want to in any way, shape or form, because it says make necessary sacrifices and raise your vibration. So this person at the moment is more or less being told, I don't know if they're being told by their own lawyer, you know, because I'm hearing secret conversations. If they're having a secret conversation with their lawyer's literally saying, count your blessings, because at least you've still got this, or at least you've still got your breath, or at least you've still got blah, blah, blah. And that other person is just like, F you, you've messed up, okay? Because this is not a new lawyer. This is someone they've had for a while. Imagine solutions and raise your vibrations. Part of it is this, I don't know if they're talking to, I had an oracle, whoever it was that read cards on either your situation when you were a child, on the situation, on whatever this inheritance tax, whatever it is, they had someone read cards on it, okay? And they may have gone back to them, they're confident. And their confidence was literally like, this, it is what it is. Okay, you need to raise your vibrations. The only way that you're going to be able to get a better deal esoterically is literally taking the punishment that's coming, because you kind of knew this was coming, because I already said, because look, keep to your commitments. I already told you not to do something. I already told you to change something, and you ignored me all those years back, and I had 7 years back. And it says raise your vibration and keep to your commitments. And this person didn't keep to their commitments. There was something that they were supposed to do, because I heard ritualistic. They were supposed to do something. Retreat and shine your light. It was to do with you. It was how they were supposed to manipulate you and your path so that you'd never find out about this, okay? And you've got retreat and shine your light. They were supposed to do something to keep you in almost like hermit mode. But they didn't realize that keeping you in hermit mode, keeping you kind of like what they saw as isolated, they didn't realize that that isolation gave you space or gave you time to look within, to self-reflect, to find where it hurt, to strengthen your boundaries, to release cords. And it ended up you just shining your light brighter to the point that you didn't need to be in hermit mode. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Anything else? Be open to love and change tracks. So they were trying to get this person over here, was whoever this oracle is, they were trying to get you to change tracks. They were trying to get you to go down a road that would have kept you in your south node, that would have kept you in fear, that would have held you back, because the more you're held back, the more they're covered in darkness, the more things don't come out, the more you're not kind of like connecting dots and going, something weird is happening here, okay? But because you were open to love, and the thing is as well is that when you look at your past relationships, when you look at, you know, and every relationship that ends, it ends in sorrow. It doesn't matter if it's mutual. It doesn't matter if you grow apart. It ends in sorrow. So there's always that little chink or crack in our heart space, and then we take time to heal before we go into our next relationship. But there's always going to be a layer there of a heart wound. There was something here with trying to keep you on a path where no matter who it was that you connected with, whether that's romantically, platonically, business way, there was always an ending that was either with sorrow, with grief, with stress, maybe with a tower, so that you would keep armoring yourself and armoring yourself and armoring yourself, especially around your heart space. Because whoever this oracle is, this person was fully aware when they read your energy when you were young, that your heart space was extremely important, because this person saw your shine, they saw your light, and they saw your potential for who you were going to be. And they are fully aware that our intuition isn't just something that floats about, and this is my opinion. It's also to do with our heart space. There's 40,000 neurons within our heart, the same neurons that we have in our brain. Okay, so for me, when it comes to intuition, it's also to do with your heart space. We feel it in our chest. We feel when something's not right, and we don't just feel it with our head or with our emotions. We sense it. And, you know, personally, I know that your heart space is also connected to how you manifest. How you manifest is connected to your emotional body. Your emotional body is connected to your mental body and your intuition. They're all interlinked. And whoever this oracle is definitely gave advice on how to keep you, or try to keep you in karmic cycles where you didn't look at your shadow, where you constantly were kind of isolated, but they wanted it in a specific way that you would not be healing or using introspect or using your intuition. And it didn't, something changed. When you changed your perception, when it came to certain towers, there would have been a specific crux or crossroads in your life, whether that was last year or 10 years ago. That's irrespective, but there was a crossroads in someone's life here where they went through a tower, and it went from this is happening to me, for this is happening for me, or there's something at the other end and I need to get through this. There's something here. I once, many, many years ago, went through an extremely traumatic experience that lasted a very, very, very long time, and I was very, very isolated. My mental health was very low. And I can remember and I wanted to give up. I completely wanted to give up. And I can remember having a dream, and I now realise was a dream download. This was at the start of my spiritual awakening. It was the first dark night of the soul I ever went through. And I remember having a dream download, and Archangel Michael came to me, and I can remember there was black goop. The whole dream download, or the dream space was completely black. It was blackened. There was nothing. And I was just sinking down into this black goop. And I can remember looking up, and there was a hand and an arm and a brilliant white and blue light. And the hand just put its hand out to me. And it was almost like I was being told, it's a choice. You have free will. You can either give up, or you can take my hand and I will lift you out of that darkness. And I'm telling you, in that dream download, I took hold of his hand and he pulled me all the way out of that gloop. And as I was being pulled, that gloop just ran off of me. And I remember as he pulled me out completely, I woke up. And when I woke up, I had gone from despair, you know, feeling like there is nothing I could do, that I was powerless. I woke up with such a sense of power and urgency, and like, no, I'm going to take this situation by the balls, by the horns, and I am going to wipe it with the floor. I literally went to sleep thinking that was it, to waking up going, I'm going to kick some butt. And someone here has had the same revelation. And like I said, that could have been last year. It could have been 6 months ago. It could have been 3 months ago, or it could have been 10 years ago, 20 years ago. But that change, that epiphany, that dark night of the soul, that spiritual awakening, rejuvenated, it changed something. It started to shine something within you that said, I'm not backing down. And because of this, all of those ripples from you accessing your own sovereign power, your own light, it's kicked back on this person over here. And they were told this was going to happen. They were told to stop you from raising your own vibration. And this person over here was more or less, do you know what, I'll do these ritual thingy bigs, but I'm counting my money over here. And wow, now they are serious. I heard choking on their own words. They're choking on their own words. And I think this is where the fear comes from, because look, go for your dreams. They were told to continually to do something with mind manipulation and astral projection. And it says, do what you love. There was something here about blocking you from knowing what your blueprint is, from knowing what your soul's calling is, okay? Because it doesn't matter what industry you're in when it comes to your career. It's what lights you up. What's that little side hustle or little hobby that you do on the side that just brings you pure joy? And you don't do it because it's for money. You don't do it for that. You just do it because it lights you up. It helps you to create. It helps you to express. They're here. They were told by this oracle or this witch or shaman or whoever it was, they were told quite directly, you have to do something and change it slightly each time you do it. But it's supposed to affect this person's dream state, because you have to keep their third eye closed. And this person at some point felt like they were quite big for their boots and said, no, I don't need to. Because you've got to look forward, and it's reversed. This person was like, I don't want to keep looking at the past. I just want to look at the shiny stuff I have in front of me. Okay. Anything else that needs to come out? I've been told to go over here. Okay. And you've got here Virgo. This person's health right now is so bad. Okay, because your 6th house is ruled by Virgo, but it's also, it kind of looks at your health and fitness, your routines. Okay, this person has gone through every single minute detail of everything that they've done. What else can they do to affect you? And they haven't been able to come up with anything. And it's not just that, because Virgos are very, what's the word? They look at the finer details of things. They like things to be in order. They categorize things, put things in boxes. They like things in an organized way. This person over here, especially with astrology, involves forecasting of events through the interpretation of the fixed stars, sun, moon, and planets. This person has tried so many different angles of trying to do something to either cover their tracks or affect your health or affect the people around you, to bring in distraction. and it hasn't worked, please have a look at the reading that I did saying what they did. Whatever they did, it didn't work, and their jaw is on the floor because they did something. They've been working with this oracle on and off for a very long time. And I heard this person has a connection to Oshun. And I know Oshun is about abundance. She's a very beautiful energy. But there's something here with taking abundance from others. Okay, because I heard disrespected the gods. They may have done something that disrespected that god. And that god was like, nah, it's the ending. Look what come out, Pisces. Okay, they're getting their karma now. And you've also got here Virgo coming out again. So this person, yeah, this person was trying to push against your light. They were trying to take away some sort of energy, and it ended up with them working so hard that they've made themselves sick. And also there's this anxiety coming through. Okay, and look, you've got Venus is the planet of love and material possessions. Where it is on your chart can help identify how you were influenced in the matters of the heart. So this is what I mean. They had been trying to affect your heart for a very long time. They've been working with Venus energy. They tried working with Aphrodite at some point. This person may have changed up oracles and then gone back to the one before. Okay, and you've also got here Aries. Is the first sign of the zodiac. So this is also to do with your identity. Someone was masking themselves and connecting to your energy. They wanted your energy, and they wanted your abundance, and they wanted your inheritance, but they didn't want you. And now they're getting the kickback that, you know what, especially there's some sort of communication that's come through. What did I hear? The conversations of a mole. Why did I hear the conversations of a mole? There's been some sort of conversation. This is something that shocked them. Okay, there's some sort of communication that's come through that somebody stabbed them in the back. And you've got Virgo coming out again. I think this is the reason why Breathe is coming out in deep knowing, because again, like I said, we can have our intuitions. We know who is who. You know, we have specific confirmations from our own, you know, angelic team, from our highest resonance light team members. But there's something completely different in that vibration of someone official coming forward and going, this and this happened, this person did it, this is a family member, and they've done A, B and C, and you're being awarded this. You know, that is a sit down moment. And there's something here with conversations with a mole. Why did I hear conversations with a mole? Because Virgo keeps coming out, and you've got over here Scorpio. So either there is a Scorpio and a Virgo involved in this, or this is what they've been trying to affect the entire time. Okay, your 6th and your 8th house, all revolving around your heart space. And this is also coming from whatever it was that was in that contract, that document, that, you know, will and testament, that was actually being bequeathed towards them. It was to do with love, and it was also asking for forgiveness, because their relationship, the relationship with whoever it is that passed away, like I said, it may not have been the greatest, but you've got to think that you go back generations, the way that we opened ourselves up and connected with others would have been completely different, because they would have, you know, our grandparents or our great-grandparents, they're going to be holding generational wounds that are passed on to them by their own parents and their own parents. Completely different time. Not saying that it's okay to pass your wounds over, or your biases or your trauma, but it's just a fact of life that happened. This person, it's almost like it was a vendetta, not only against you because you were seen with so much love that they felt like they were missing, but also it was a I don't forgive you. And whatever it was that was in that contract, that heartfelt, I'm giving this to you so you can have more love, they've literally gone, well, you want to give me this for love. I'm not only going to steal or take or, you know, or siphon whatever it was that you were going to bequeath your lovely shiny little granddaughter or grandson or whoever it was. I'm also going to fuck with their heart. I'm going to mess with that. You love this so much. You're coming to me with your heart space. Watch what I do to this person's heart space. Okay, and you've got Cancer there. Family. This is a matriarch. Okay, and especially with Scorpio coming out, this was all to do with emotions. They were very, very vindictive. Very vindictive. And you've got Gemini coming out again. Okay, Gemini and Gemini, Virgo and Virgo. Pisces and Aries, the beginning and the ending. This is the beginning and ending for this person. Okay, no more from here. Let me just take this one. Okay, so what is it? What is it right now? This person, I don't know if this person is just sitting there and stressing and ruminating, especially like a Virgo in their shadow aspects, just, you know, ruminating over all the things that happened in the past, the advice that they were given to do specific things that they didn't, because they were too greedy and their eyes were too much like dollar signs. Because you've got here child nature in reverse, and then you have light attributes, and that is blocked. Okay, and it says on here for child nature in shadow, tendency to abuse animals, people and environment. So there was a ritual that they were supposed to do on a specific day or a specific week. They were supposed to do something frequently, and they may have ignored it and gone, I can't be bothered, I've got what I want. Okay, so they were supposed to give some sort of sacrifice or some sort of offering, and they ignored it. And then you have light attributes over here. So they were blocked off, but they didn't know. They didn't know that they were blocked off, because you've got Gemini coming out twice. This person has a lot of contacts, or they have a specific amount of people in their family nucleus that is aware of this, but they don't know everything. There's a couple, and when I was doing my pendulum and asking, I was told some of the elders in this family unit are aware. They are aware of absolutely everything. Then there are people that are just on the outside of their nucleus in their family, on their side, that have an inkling or have a little bit of information on this, but they don't really know much. And then you have those who are a little bit further out who know nothing about it whatsoever. Okay, because you've got rebel in reverse, and it says here, rejects legitimate, why can't I speak today? Rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. Now there's something here also with trying to bait you or the person you're thinking of with whoever it is in your family that may have been the black sheep in your family, whoever it is that may have gone in and out of prison, or may have just been a troubled kid. Okay, and if you look into your family, do you have someone there that was always blamed for things going wrong? Okay, whether or not it was them, because the energy coming through is that they try to use some sort of red herring, especially when you started to dig deeper into what's going on here. Things like, you know, your social media being hacked, or your phone being duplicated, and things along those lines. When you started looking into this, they may have tried to place red herring, so you thought it was that person. But with the light attributes coming out this way, that person didn't do anything. Okay, especially with it being upside down, being the right way up. Okay, and also with it having nothing on there, it's almost like the divine saying there's nothing more to say on that, just that, you know, we all have dysfunction, we all carry wounds, but just because we carry wounds doesn't mean that we have to act out of them towards the ones that we love. And some people that we may have in our family or extended family may be stuck in karmic cycles. They may have, you know, wounds, but it doesn't mean that just because they have those, they're going to abuse the ones around them. That is the select few, whoever this person is, and the elders in the family. But they were trying to make it out that this person may have had something to do with it, and they didn't. And you've got here child eternal in reverse. Inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical security. Whoever this person is, there are younger energies around them, cousins, sisters, aunties, whoever, who also vibrate at the same energy, and they know everything. But there's something here about, I heard, can't see me for dust. Almost like this person, that other people have left them. They've just gone silent and gone, nah, we don't want anything to do with this. But they were quite happy to take the money, or take the real estate, or take those holidays, or whatever it was, when it was being dished out, knowing full well where it was coming from and that it wasn't supposed to be shared. Because you've got, again, inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. So this person, whoever this person is over here, this, and I'm getting like a really strong matriarch energy. This person is the type of person to play the tiniest little violin, and at the same time be controlling that environment and how people think and feel without them even realizing. So this person would play the victim. Oh, my back's gone, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. And I'm getting from this person isn't young. They aren't young. But you've also got on here engineer. Light attributes, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Okay, there's something here also with someone in the family being quite jealous of the way that you shined when you were little, and also now, because rather than it being dimmed and quenched out, it's just been, it was dimmed at some point and then it just combusted. And where this energy shift came in, oh, that fire cannot be put out. And whoever this younger energy is really pissed off. Because look, shine your light, say no. Say no to shining your light. This person doesn't like that you outshine them, but they're looking at things from a material 3D matrix, linear view, rather than looking at you just living your best life, you just healing, you just putting your best foot forward, you just having your spiritual experience in a human form. Okay, you've got mentor here, and it says passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. And with this upside, this way as well, this is a light attribute. Whoever this person is, and you've got either a cousin or someone along in that kind of vibration that also is flawed because they did something, or they wanted to be mentored by this oracle over here, and there was something that they did as an initiation, and it's not that it went wrong, it just didn't work. It didn't work at all, and they are flabbergasted. They don't understand where you get your information from. They want to know, how is it that you are so on point? How is it that that nothing that's been done has blocked you? Shocking, huh? Completely shocked. Tell me more about all that glitters in reverse. Tell me more about all that glitters in reverse. And you've got here priest in reverse, and it says violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. So whoever it is that they've gone to is somebody who will preach and talk about, you know, light vibrations, that toxic positivity, or does things from a specific book. So this could be a church, a temple, a synagogue, wherever it is, you know, and they have their spiritual book, and they will, you know, live their life as it seems to everyone else, to the T of that book. If that book says that they have to pray 5 times a day, they pray 5 times a day. If that book says, you know, love thy neighbor, they are kind and they are compassionate and they love their neighbor. But in the same breath, and I'll read it again, violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. This person is very, very involved in their spiritual community. So they may be going to volunteer places, they may be going to soup kitchens, they're there, you know, nearly every day of the week doing this, this and this to help out. But at the same time, they're there working with whoever this oracle is. This may be where they met them, and I heard yes, you know, and using the same spiritual book to then curse you out, or to then send evil eye, or then to hex someone. And I heard training wheels. It was like they were training, and that was part of it for whoever this younger cousin is, or that vibration of that energy of whoever it is in your family. We need to affect this. And this is what they're doing, you know, behind closed doors. And they were trying to affect, and especially with Aries coming out, there was definitely this energy of trying to attach that to you so that other people saw you that way, because it wasn't just about knocking you off onto your, you know, your south node so that you were constantly in karmic cycles. It was also trying to place barriers so that everyone else that came into your energy field would feel the energy of what was being sent to affect your heart space and to affect how people perceived you. Okay, so that you were drawing in negativity rather than drawing in the light that you were shining out. Tell me more about this money. Okay, so we have got here, especially when it comes to this hidden money, shadow attributes for rescuer, and it says assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. And then over here, also for poet, which was in reverse, it says turns a lyric gift into a negative or destructive effect. So this person also has things attached to them evidence-based wise, I heard, which is going to come out of the woodwork, with some sort of conspiring to steal or plagiarize something that you created, something that you've been working on. And I mean, for example, when I went to uni a long time ago, I was very creative. I did a lot of illustration. So I did illustration, and in my first year, all of my work was stolen. Everything was stolen. Last day, you go and you clean up all of your little cubicle, everything gone. And I was like, meh, it is what it is. I can create more. End of the second year, everything stolen. And I mean, your first year of university is more or less, as long as you get a pass, then it doesn't matter. It's to see more or less what it is that you like doing. You kind of foster those interests in certain things that you're being taught. The end of the second year is extremely important. That you can't just get a pass. You need to be getting the highest mark you can. And I had books upon sketchbooks upon sketchbooks of all of my illustrations, my paintings, my etchings, my everything. And it had all been marked. I'd got the mark that I'd got the grade that I wanted, but all of that had been stolen. And the weird thing is that you placed all of your stuff into one room. You know, the whole year would put everything into one room, all my classmates, everyone. And you left it there over the weekend. Your tutors would then come in, look through all your things, mark it, and then place it back, and you come and pick it back up on the Monday. When I went into that room, everyone else's stuff was there except for mine. Just mine, gone. Now, there's an energy here that kind of links into that look back at the things that you've been creating through the years, because I mean, I went to university over 10-15 years ago, but look back at signs and synchronicities, patterns of things that you've created and what happened to them. Was it that it fizzled out or you lost motivation? Was it that you left it somewhere, it got stolen? Was it that, you know, and there have been other things for me also where I've created things and they've just gone missing, or I've brought them to show it to blah, 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 and then I come back and that's gone. Is there a connection there? Because this over here, this person was not only doing things like, you know, trying to affect your heart space so that you'd go down the wrong path and go down the south node, or, you know, bringing in this energy to attach to you so that when people kind of, and the thing is, you've got to remember that not everyone is spiritually awake, which means that people are still going by their intuition without even realizing it. They don't realize they're reading other people's energy. So there was this subtle unconscious reading from other people that would go, oh, that person's vibes are off, even though they're not, even though you're shining and you're healing and you're growing. There was also something here with diminishing your creativity, because they realized that they had to really layer all of the things that they wanted to do to bring in that oppression, because they knew the potential that you had, and they knew it wasn't as simple as just doing an illusion spell or a memory spell, that they would have to continuously be doing things to keep you tethered, to keep you grounded in the past, in karmic cycles, and bringing in these small nuances, you know, of stealing your creativity or plagiarizing your creativity. Now, this person over here is really, really angsty, because it's not just that they have stolen something from you, and I'm talking about something tangible. There's evidence or links or things that connect them to your, you know, creative projects going wrong, or being stolen, or being plagiarized, or being copied and then being trademarked, so it's theirs, it's theirs, it's theirs. And also, there's also connections to someone in the past, a past relationship of some sort, okay? And I heard this person has turned into a wild card. They were supposed to be someone that was easily controlled. So there's so many layers to the things that they've done, the people that they're connected to, that do not look like the person that they are, that they place an identity up against. And this person is really, really worried, because when they get outed, it's not only them that gets outed, it's all the other connections that they have. And that's why, that might be why chopping wood came out with chopping block. Okay. And it says here, look, yeah, light attribute of a gambler, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Go back to when you had your first, you know, spiritual awakening, your first dark night of the soul. Who doubted you? And I'm not saying that the people that doubted you are the people that are conspiring against you, but it's also that confirmation and clarity that this energy was being sent to you to isolate you. And this is a worry, and this is what was communicated here. This and them saying, you understand the challenge that you have now that you've taken all of this. You are going to have to continuously send A, B, and C. You're going to have to change up tactics frequently. And this person went, yeah, of course I do, whatever, blah, blah, and then ignored it. Completely ignored it. Let me see. Anything else? No, change decks. Okay, what deck would you like to get out? This one, or that one? This one? This one. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, look at this, because you've got the Guardian of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. And this person worked really, really hard to hide what it was that they had taken. And this person's in their feelings now. And I heard lost contact with who? With who did they lose contact with? Four of Pentacles. that, oh, it's not just that, they've lost control. They've lost control. I want to know about who the mole is. Who is the mole? Who's the mole? Why do I hear the mole? Contact with a mole. See, there's a mole in the family. There's almost like a double dealer, and that might be why you got Gemini coming out twice. I heard give me a better deal. Give me a better deal to who? Why have I heard give me a better deal? Now you've got Wheel of Fortune, it came out on the side. So there's somebody here, and I keep getting cousin energy or younger energy. This person's a mole. This person's a double dealer. This person may have ratted this person out or gone and spoken to the authorities, or they were contacted by someone, because I heard CIA for some reason. Don't ask me why. But they've been contacted by the authorities and they've had this kind of conversation. They may have been tight-lipped at first, but then it was, well, what can you give me if I give you information? Because the Wheel of Fortune's on the side. So right now, they're not sure whether or not they should take this deal, but they definitely are collecting information. I heard wiretapped. You've got the Magician. What can you give me? What resources do you have to keep my immunity or my safety? Look, you've got Gemini, you've got Gemini. There's a back and forth. Yeah. Elder of Swords with somebody in government, a police officer, sheriff, whoever, okay? Somebody who likes things done in order. And you've got Four of Wands to the Child of Wands. Four of Wands, again, is Cancer. It's, you know, the fourth house. It's the matriarch. So there's been a conversation here about, you know, you want me to stop this person or collect something on this person, or even chain that person. You need to give me something that's going to make me feel like I'm safe, like my foundations are safe. So I heard, how involved are you? Ooh, how involved are you? Well, this person was very involved. This person is still very competitive with you, because you've got the Seven of Wands coming out to the Seven of Cups. The thing is as well is that there's something here with them. They may have tried to downplay how involved they were. Okay, let me place this one here and this one here. They were just constantly competing for the limelight, is what I heard. And look, you've got the Lovers to the High Priestess, to the Ace of Wands. So they definitely did something. And then you've got Venus coming out again. Whoever this cousin is, or this young energy is, this person was jealous of what it was that you were going to get, or what your destiny was, or who it was that you were supposed to meet or link up with that divine counterpart, be it a business partner, the best friend you ever had, or the love of your life. Okay, because you've got the Lovers in reverse. Now, I had said that there was an energy of someone from your past. This cousin, and I'm not saying it is a cousin, I'm just using that as reference to take it as it resonates. This person may have had unrequited love towards this person. They may have dated this person. Because I'm saying cousin, it could be sister, it could be brother, whoever. But there's definitely this want and will, or a co-chaser in a dependent relationship towards an ex of some sort. And you've got High Priestess in reverse. Okay, I'm going to place that one there. And then you've got the Hanged one to the Ace of Wands. All blockages have been removed. All blockages have been removed. And I think this is the person that had their jaw to the floor, just kind of like, how? How have they been able to go forward? How have they been able to block what I've been sending? I worked so hard. I wanted to be initiated. I wanted this person to be my mentor. I want this person to be proud of me. Because I heard my own mother isn't. My own mother isn't. Yeah, and you've got the World card to the Explorer of Swords. This person put in a lot of work in slandering your name, your business, your character, who you are, to as many people as possible. There was something here about what they were doing was reliant on other people also being manipulated into looking at you a certain way, because there's something here with this oracle, or the, you know, this dark high priestess energy over here. And I know that this energy, if this is a cousin, sister, brother, whoever, aspiring to be a dark high priest or high priestess, but there was something that was they were riding on, was defaming your character. It has something to do with the money that was taken also. Okay, making people think that you were an a-hole, that you were a drug user, that you were an unaliver, you were something. Okay, and I turn it around again and you've got Ten of Swords. All blockages have been removed. You sidestep this. There's something here about them being so, they don't understand. I heard exhausted. They don't understand how you've sidestepped whatever it was that they were sending. And I heard the court case may be long. The court case may be long, because you've got here Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is something being out of balance because it's about give and receive, it's about charity, it's about generosity. And I place it over here. This person, whoever they spoke to over here within, you know, the government, police force, whoever, they asked for more than what they legally would be able to give them, or wanted to give them. Yeah, because you've got the Two of Pentacles here to the Ace of Swords. They were like, are you mad? You need to give us a lot more if you want A, B and C, because right now it's out of balance. Okay, anything else that needs to come out? I had TikTok. Why am I hearing TikTok? Now, I don't know if this person has a TikTok account, or is this just the countdown as the time is running out for them to do something. And you've got here Four of Wands. This is stability, foundations, but this is a home as well. This is a home. This person may be there's a home or a house or a building or something that they've lost control of. There's something they're hiding. They've lost control of it. They're completely overwhelmed, because you've also got the Empress underneath. They were supposed to be doing this to your home. They were supposed to be doing this to you. They were trying to get you homeless. And if you are homeless, they were trying to get you to the point of wanting to unalive yourself, unfortunately. And I'm really, really sorry if anyone is feeling like that right now. Please remember that I am not a licensed therapist. I'm not a licensed mental health worker. If anyone is resonating with this right now, I want you to stop for a second. Please make sure that you are reaching out to the appropriate authorities, that you are speaking to a therapist, a doctor, before taking any advice in here, okay? But this was the intent, and this is coming from a family member. It was to make you so overwhelmed that you wouldn't want to empower yourself. There was something about getting you out of the home that you live in, getting you out of the car that you live in, getting you off the sofa that you sleep on, you know, because we all have different living arrangements. You've got Five of Swords here, and then you have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about going down memory lane. Okay, they were trying to bring in this energy, and they're still trying to bring in this energy of you just feeling really overwhelmed by your past, especially by your past. Okay, because they knew that if they can keep you feeling overwhelmed, then you wouldn't be manifesting what you were manifesting. Well, that's the idea that they had, or perception of it. Okay, anything else that I need to know about what's going on over here? Family behind bars. Explorer of Cups. Rejuvenate. This person is really vexed. They're really vexed that you are counting your blessings, because you've got Temperance and the Ace of Cups. This person finds fulfillment with you being imbalanced, but they also find fulfillment. I heard in segregation. There's someone here that doesn't like interracial families, and this doesn't mean that if you're not from an interracial family, this reading isn't for you. But like I said before, there was something about race. Okay, so for anyone that does kind of that resonates, or if you are biracial, for example, you have biracial parents, there's something here with that. Okay, because I keep hearing segregation, because there's definitely racist undertones to this person over here and to certain people in the family, because you've got the Three of Wands here to the Ace of Cups. And then underneath that, you've also got a Guardian of Wands. They put in a lot of blockages to ensure that you would never be fulfilled. And it's all coming from this personal vendetta that this person over here, this matriarch, has against their own parents or their own grandparents, because there's something that was put in this paperwork. And it just shone a light on their own pain, their own trauma, or their own lacking. And not only in what wasn't given to them by their own parents or grandparents, by what they did not give to their parents or grandparents, okay? Because nearer the end, when either their parents, grandparents, whoever it was, needed a caregiver, needed to be taken care of, they didn't. They purposely did not look after them, even though they were telling people that they were. There's something in there. And when they saw what was, and I've said this, but there's a reason why I keep repeating it, whatever it was that they saw that was in that contract, clause, blah, 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 piece of paperwork, when they saw what they were getting, it was supposed to, like I said, it was supposed to be I asked for forgiveness, I asked for penance, I love you, blah, blah, blah. But when they saw the amount of what you were getting, they lost their shit. And this has all come from this. It's all come from this. Because you've got the Devil in reverse, the Ace of Wands. They purposely don't want to heal. They don't want you to heal. They see you as a reminder of the trauma or dysfunction that they had from their own parents or grandparents and what they grew up with. And they've just gone, do you know what? If this is what I get, this is the life that I've had. These are the parents, grandparents, caregivers, whoever that I had. And, you know, and in their minds, I did everything that I could for them. And they would leave me with that measly thing that's supposed to heal me, and they'd give you this home, this inheritance, this, you know, whatever it is. And I keep hearing generational wealth, something life-changing. Then I'm not going to heal, and neither are you. You aren't going to have the life that you're supposed to. You're going to have the upbringing and life that I had, okay? Because look, Ace of Wands to the Guardian of Pentacles, they purposely do not want to give up what it is that they took from you. And I heard it's almost like a lawyer saying to them, but it's time. You have to. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. They don't want you to have any abundance in any way, shape or form. It's almost like they even at their grown ass age, are jealous of somebody who's much younger than them, or they're jealous of somebody else simply because they feel like their own carer or grandparents or parents chose you, wanted you to be their child rather than them. And then you've also got Eight of Pentacles to the Child of Swords. This is sending some sort of message that their finances have been blocked. There's something that's come towards them or is about to come towards them, telling them their abundance has stopped. Okay, that they have to give up the lease to a home. They have to give back something. And look, Nine of Pentacles, Child of Swords. This is telling me also that when you get some sort of message, whether that is a download from the divine, whether that's a dream download, whether that's signs and synchronicities, when you start seeing a change when it comes to how you are connecting to abundance, the law of abundance, the law of attraction, but also your relationship with money. When you stop saying the word expensive, when you start, you know, trusting that more is coming because it's unlimited rather than worrying about where it's coming from, this is when they are going to get a message. But I don't mean as you know, you can do mantras. You can repeat those mantras in the mirror, but it's not until it clicks with you, okay? So for example, looking in the mirror and saying, I am beautiful, when we don't actually feel like we are. It's not until you look in that mirror when you're passing on your way to work and you go, oh, I look lovely today, don't I look beautiful? And you mean it, and you feel that tingle down your back and you're like, yes, I'm hot shit, wow, let's go to work. That change, that energy shift is something to do with the law of abundance and attraction and your relationship with money. When it clicks, so do those, you know, do your affirmations, your prayers, your words of power that look at abundance, that look at the law of attraction, that, you know, I am a money magnet, money is always flowing to me, I am open to receive all of the goodness and abundance that the world and the universe and God and Allah has to offer me. It's when, but keep doing it. I'm not saying don't do it, but keep doing it. It's when it really resonates and you're just like, ah, yes, I know, I have that knowing, I have that tingle down my spine. I know that money is unlimited. I know that abundance is always coming towards me. When that clicks for you, that is when they're going to get a message. They're going to get a message saying, right, you've been called to do this, this and this, or they're going to get arrested, or there's going to be a raid, or, you know, they may be holidaying in the you know, in the Caribbean or in India or wherever, in the house that was supposed to be yours, and they're going to get a knock on the door. And that's when they're going to get the knock on the door saying, madam, we need to have a talk with you, because whoever this is in the background here is setting them up. It's literally setting them up. And like I said, everything in divine timing. Those dominoes, they may be slowly falling. Okay, they might not be like quack, 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 but they are falling. Everything is happening in divine timing. Look, Ace of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. That blessing, whatever it is that is owed to you, is coming. It's coming, I'm telling you. Anything else that needs to come out? Eight of Cups. This person is now overwhelmed, but your blessing is coming, my light ones. It's coming. Your blessing is coming. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and that resonated for you, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and on the notification bell so you can see more of my lovely content. And if you are a returning subscriber, as always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for helping my channel to grow. Without you, there would be no me. So I am deeply appreciative of you. I love all the comments that you send me, all of the emails. I mean, I read all of the emails. I might not be able to respond to all of you because there's so many, but I definitely do read them all, and I appreciate you all. Anyone that feels moved to leave a donation, it's never expected, but it's always deeply appreciated because it means that I can put more time, more love, and more cards into this channel. And anyone looking for a personal reading, all of my information is in the description box down below. If you just go to the second paragraph down, there is a row of blue arrows pointing up. I've got 2 emails there. But with that being said, I really hope that you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.